It's been hard to try and figure out how to describe this pay-per-view. I really wasn't hyped for the majority of it. I only cared about 2 matches. The tag match for the New Day and Usos, and the Punjabi prison match with Orton and Jinder Mahal. But I will say this. The majority of matches were actually very good quality matches that were easily above SmackDown's normal criteria matches. A lot of them were easily above it. Not all, but most. There were a couple of funny moments. And in the end, we had a very screwy ending that I'm sure everyone is pretty pissed about. And I'm fine with that. That's just me. I'm not saying that Jinder Mahal's great, but I will explain it. Let's open with the kickoff. I'm not going to describe what the match was. It's Ty versus Aiden English. Look, I was surprised Ty Dillinger lost here. If you're going to do something, you would have thought you would use Ty Dillinger because the crowd really likes him a lot more than Aiden English, even though Aiden is trying to win the people with his singing. Kind of what's going on with it. What is the guy named Ezekiel? Is that guy's name Ezekiel Samson? I can't remember. But essentially, he's trying to do the same thing as Samson does. Well, Samson's using a guitar. He's using his voice. I don't think it's going to get that much over. I would wish they would do more with Aiden English because that's what they got. You got to make the most out of the people you got. Yeah, you got a lot of jobbers. But you got to make the jobbers something. And I was surprised that Ty didn't win here. He won last time they went up against each other. So I would have expected him to win here. I think it would have been better. But that's what they did. First match. New Day versus Usos. Very good match. New Day kind of led the beginning of the match. Usos did the middle. And both of them did the ending. And in the end, New Day wins. New Day wins the SmackDown Tag Team Championship belts. Now, I'm hoping, because here's the problem. I'm actually not happy that they really didn't build this properly. I know a lot of people say, well, they did. No, they didn't. You see, they did more matches than they did actually talking segments. You could have had fights in the back. You could have had more funny skits. You could have done more to allow both of these teams to actually express themselves without actually going in the ring. Having Xavier Woods go up against Jimmy and then having Kofi Kingston go up against Jay was not the wisest thing to do. Because I think it would have been better to let them win the crowd even more over with their words and their skits than their actual wrestling ability. And I'm not saying they don't work well. They got a good chemistry, both these teams. They got great chemistry. But the thing is, I wanted to see the other half of the chemistry, where they were talking, where they were doing funny skits, where one was getting over on the other one that was beating up on the other one. That is what I really wanted for both these teams, to give it more dynamic feuding, if you want to call it like that. I just wanted more. I'm not upset New Day won. It's just that I really hope that going forward they'll just let them talk more than allow them to wrestle. Now, let's get this over with right now. Sami Zayn versus Mike Bennett. If anyone says Kanellis, say it, I won't. Only in passing I'll say it. I'm not saying it. And here's the problem. I wanted to see Mike Bennett win again. If you're going to do something with Sami Zayn, make him lose. And then make him turn heel. I know people can say Sami's not a heel. He just doesn't work very well as one. Well, get this. What is he doing as a face? They made him an underdog and it didn't work. You're not going to make him a dominant wrestler. So turn him heel for a little while. See what the reaction is. Everyone can do a heel once in a while, even if they're really not suited for it. Like Naomi was never suited to be a heel, even though she wasn't that bad at it. I truly believe Naomi was not that bad of a heel, even though her character's more of a very sweet, more wholesome person. She could pull a heel off if she needs to. In this respect, I'd rather see Sami Zayn as a heel. I just do. And Mike Bennett did not win here. And I believe that was a waste. Mike Bennett should have been made the winner here. I say champion. He should have been allowed to win here. And once again, it is Maria saving his ass, which that kind of makes it... I want to see Mike win once in a while without Maria helping. That's what happened in TNA. Here you're getting the same thing. And the problem here is that it is fresh for the regular crowd, but those who have seen Impact Wrestling, it's like, well, it's kind of the same thing he does. I want to see him win. Or at least have Maria talk more, because she's the one that got him over with her words more than her wrestling. That's just me. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. Two strikers going up against each other. One major problem. Two strikers that are going up against each other that should not lose. Shinsuke Nakamura does not need to lose right now. It's too soon. Baron Corbin has the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's not supposed to lose. But look what he did. Morgan, I know you still watch my videos when you have the chance. If you're seeing this, my friend. 1, hope you're doing well. Hope the family's alright. 2, I don't know how you feel about Baron doing a disqualification by getting the nut hit to a Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know if you agree with it or not. Honestly, I feel that it is part of his character, but I don't think he necessarily needs it. He shouldn't have to have this situation with Shinsuke Nakamura right now. He's a Money in the Bank winner. I know he's willing to do whatever it takes to win. But the problem is, who's going to actually believe when he finally gets the championship that he's credible? I'm not saying he's got to win every single match dominantly. But in this case, he hasn't won every match he's gone up against, and he's cheated more times than he actually has won clean. So his credibility is kind of on the fence. It's like somewhere in the here, and I can't say if it's down here and it's here. It's kind of like here and here, balanced and not. And I want to see the Money in the Bank winner not have to lose that way, beat up on Nakamura, who shouldn't be losing right now anyway. He shouldn't. Even though he won the match, he still got his ass beaten up afterward. It just doesn't feel right. That's just me. The Fashion Police had their segment with the Ascension. They saying, well, wait, before I go there. That really awkward hugging between those two is priceless. These guys are comedic gold right now. I gotta admit, they're more entertaining than New Day right now. They are. They're just hitting all the numbers right. And Tyler Breeze and Fandango is just really good. You kind of wish Tyler Breeze was an actual woman so you can actually see Fandango kiss the guy. Well, girl, you know what I mean. It's kind of like you want to see a male and a female kiss one another when they're acting that awkward, because that's what kind of is going on. But it's not there, and they're not going to go gay, and it's like, what the hell? But then they say, well, to Ascension, who said that they are the ones who trashed their place, they said, no, you're not. And he pulls out, and I haven't really said anything about his not the wooden horse, but the horse on the stick, the horse head on the stick that got destroyed. Seeing them cry like little bitches because they saw a messed up little hobby horse or whatever you call that. I don't remember, horse on the stick. But in the end, they get beat up afterward. You don't know who it is, and then you see Fandango get dragged away while Tyler Breeze is on the floor. Who is it? That's the question. Who could this be? Could be Kane. I'm probably thinking Kane. There's only one person it could be. They don't really have any weird people. There's no Braun Strowman. Well, you could say that, well, you do have Eric Rowan, and you got Luke Harper. But my guess, it might be Kane. That's my guess. You guys tell me your guess below. I want to know. Next, the U.S. title match between AJ Styles and the new face of America, Kevin Owens. Was this a good match? Damn good match. I believe the Usos and the New Day was the second best match of the night. This wasn't the third best match, but it came pretty damn close to the third best match of the night. Not for its sheer performance in wrestling, but its storytelling. But in the end, Owens wins his title back. And the thing about Owens throwing AJ into the ref, that wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It still gives it kind of a controversial thing, even though it's not supposed to be controversial. Here's the thing. Now that AJ lost, my hope was for Shinsuke Nakamura to go up against AJ Styles eventually. Now, if AJ wins the title back after SummerSlam, because it's got to be after SummerSlam, my hope Shinsuke Nakamura will go away from the Corgan feud and then work with AJ Styles. I believe they will work the best together out of everyone on SmackDown Live. That's what I feel. Now, gotta breathe. It's coming right now. This gotta be done. John Cena versus Rusev for the flag match. I knew this was going to be the match that I wasn't going to like at all. It was still solid. It was still a solid, good match. But we knew where this was going. We knew this was going in the direction that it was going into. John Cena, unfortunately, had to win this match because he just came back. The WWE still love him. And it was in Philadelphia. They were not going to enjoy seeing Rusev win. Which I think, it's just me, he should have won. If Rusev had won that flag match there, the heat he would have gotten would have been immensely good for him. But unfortunately, WWE didn't want to go there. Road Dogg didn't want to go there. And I see that it's the most monumental mistake of this match. Was it a good match? Like I said, it was solid. It wasn't that bad. Cena can do a decent match when he really wants to. But because of the ending, it is the worst match of the entire pay-per-view because they had an opportunity to truly piss off the crowd and the people at home, which will make Rusev a really credible heel and really do something with John Cena, maybe. Because he doesn't stay often, they got to do something that's got to be interesting. Unless they want to just do the same old stupid thing, which is this. What a waste. Let's see here. What am I forgetting? Oh, got to do it. The 6-woman elimination tag. Tell me, how many... Not 6. The reason I botched is because how many times have we seen 5 to 6 women all together in the last year? 5, 6, 7 matches already? I don't know how many matches have you had every woman all in the same ring. Except for Naomi. Almost every woman that's on the roster there is there. I've seen them all at the same time. Which is kind of a good thing. At least they got exposure. But then it's like, damn. I've seen more women all together than I've actually seen feuds. There are no feuds. And that's what's pissing me off about this entire situation. Get me pissed. Now, there was a light, small vid pack for Naomi, which I'm kind of upset about. She is a current women's champion. Her vid pack shouldn't be maybe 15 to 20 seconds long. It should be about 45 to a minute long. She's your champion. She should have a longer amount of time to talk, to represent herself, to show her exercise, to show how she beats the women, to show how she represents the freaking title outside WWE. I think they should have done that. And they haven't. That's a waste. But in the end, she came out, she sat at ringside, and all the women came out to do their wrestling match. At first, you think, is this all about Lana? I know a lot of people say, oh, Tamina. No. Oh, thank goodness she didn't win. Look, I know people don't like Tamina. I do believe Tamina deserves a chance to get that title at least once. Once. If everyone doesn't agree with me, fine. Tell me the reason why she's so bad. Because how many other women in the last near 10 years have held that title that had no ability whatsoever? The first 2 runs that were each of Brie and Nikki Bella. Tell me they did good jobs when they both won. They didn't. Both of them sucked because they didn't really work that hard at it. Not saying they're wrestling, I'm talking about their acting. Alicia Fox, she didn't do that great either. Later she got better, but at first she didn't do good either. So what is the difference with the Tamina? But anyway, it is Natalya who wins that entire situation, which I'm actually glad. Because I really didn't want to see Charlotte and I didn't want to see Becky Lynch. And here's the thing. I think Becky Lynch is going to have a feud with Lana and Tamina because of her getting rid of them both at almost the same time. So that's probably going to happen this SmackDown Live. But they had the ring. Naomi puts her hand out, as you can see. And she walks away. That is Natalya. That's not bad. Not great, not bad. I'm hoping they'll give us a story than just a regular match. Give us a story for Naomi. Naomi does deserve a story. She deserves a feud that really means something. I don't care if you even throw Total Divas mixed in with it. I don't care as long as Naomi gets a fair feud with Natalya. I remember one time they did Total Divas. I did watch it only for Naomi, for Natalya. That was it. Those are the only two people I really cared about. So every time when I checked on the internet and when I managed to get a site that actually showed the entire video, I went through everybody else before I could see them. And I remember one time Naomi hit Natalya in the stomach and she shit herself. Or what she did, she pissed herself. Sorry, she pissed herself. Sorry, I forgot. She pissed herself because Naomi whacked her in the stomach. That was nice. Okay, let's get to the final match of the night, and that is the Punjabi prison match. 2 men enter. 1 man leaves? Thunderdome lives. I'm thinking maybe the Thunderdome lives. That might be actually a funny name to use. I don't think anyone else is going to use it. But what did we get? We actually got a good showing from this match, at least the beginning and the middle. Seeing when Jinder Mahal came down to the ring, and this is what Raw doesn't do. This is what Raw never did. The original language that the person and country they originally came from, if they actually have the commentary team from them, they actually put them in the corner with him as he walked to the ring and spoke in that language, Punjabi or whatever. That was nice to see, that they actually put a little bit of an effort to actually show Indian commentators while commentating this match. They showed it going down to the ring. It was important, and it did make it feel important. Randy Orton comes down. They made him feel important. Get into the ring. It wasn't bad at the beginning of the match. It wasn't bad in the middle of the match, especially, well, I'll say this. Before the Singh brothers came out, I actually was caring about this match. Then the Singh brothers came in, and I just like, fuck, man. Why? Why couldn't you just let him try to win this clean? I think it would have been more effective if Jinder Mahal had won clean. But there was a reason for all this, because what did we get? We got one of the Singh brothers going through a table on the outside. The other Singh brother getting his ass kicked. Randy Orton getting caned in the back and actually getting cut up pretty good. Then you got the Great Khali coming out and basically choking out Randy Orton so Jinder Mahal can crawl over the last part of the second cage and go to the ground, get his title, and walk back with the Great Khali. Oh no! I didn't know what to feel seeing the Great Khali. I don't hate the Great Khali. I was shocked. I said, what? Are you freaking serious? The Khali is here? What? That's my expression. But it's like, it's good to see Great Khali back. But then it's not good because it's not going to be about Jinder Mahal. I know there are many people who believe Jinder Mahal's boring now. And the reason they did this with... Calm down. The reason they did this with the Great Khali, the reason they did that with the Singh brothers, was to hide his boringness, as you would call it. But I believe that Jinder is not that bad of a champ. He may not be the most expressive person, look at Randy Orton, but he doesn't do a bad thing. He's not bad in the ring, even if he is a bit stiff. He does decent promos, and I believe he's not bad in the ring. I truly believe that if they just let him try and win clean most of the time, without having the Singh brothers help him, without having Khali help him, it would help. It'll help him, and it'll help SmackDown Live, who really need... Look, ladies and gentlemen, right now SmackDown Live has majority of jobbers. They threw all the ones they didn't care about on Raw onto SmackDown. Now, we need new blood to be actually made into champions, into stars, no matter if it's a female or a male. Because there's a lot of people who are retiring eventually. You think John Cena's going to stay there forever? We only see him maybe for 3 or 4 months, and then he's gone for 3 or 4 months. He's doing a part-time schedule now. We need new blood in the main title scene. They rushed most of their... Calm down. They rushed most of their NXT roster for the women and the men, and it shows. So when they don't want to put them there, particularly when the people know they suck, they ruin them. So now you got to make jobbers who've already been there for a while, like a Jinder Mahal, be credible to compensate for the ones that were brought up too soon and the characters they were given suck. But this is just my point of view. You guys tell me below how you feel. I hope you enjoyed Battleground 2017. Like I said, it wasn't a bad show. It was solid for the matches. But I won't say to watch the entire thing. I would say look at that. Look at the tag match, New Day and Usos. Look at the Fashion Police. That was funny as hell. And look at the Punjabi prison match. That's what I would suggest to watch. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace!